Hey there, thanks for dragging and clicking your way over. We're going to quickly talk about our golden guarantee and replacement exchange. So a replacement exchange is a piece of jewelry that is broken or has a manufacturing defect that you get from a customer, and you as the jeweler get to serve your customer by giving them a new piece that you're going to order through the Premier's website. And we're going to talk about that at the end of this video, exactly how you do that process. So a replacement exchange, again, is something that's broken, or maybe you have an exchange. An exchange maybe is a ring size that isn't quite the right size, or if a customer orders something out of the catalog and once they get it, it's just not what they were expecting. That's something that you can exchange. So it's a great service that we have to offer. Does it say something about our quality of the jewelry? Is a lot of questions often that a new jeweler might have. It really doesn't. Our jewelry is put together by humans, so there's going to be some human error through some of that. There are things that are going to break. Premier loves to hear our feedback from jewelers out in the field, so you're going to have an opportunity to let customer or Premier know if you have a customer that keeps having a problem with a certain piece, or if you have many of those same pieces. Premier wants to know, and they will watch that quality of those pieces because they want to ensure the quality is good. So again, if you have a jewel or a customer who has some just natural wear and tear, that isn't going to be covered by the guarantee, or if they accidentally break a necklace. But that is something, again, that you have an opportunity as a jeweler to come alongside and give them a discount at maybe replacing that piece or finding a new piece that they would enjoy as well. So keep that in mind when you come across the natural wear and tear. You've got a little booklet in your box. It's called It's a Premier Life. That's going to explain further exactly what the difference is between the manufacturing defect and what that natural wear and tear is too. You as a jeweler, you get to take that availability of the replacement exchanges as well for your pieces. You're going to want to watch your pieces to make sure that they're still looking good, that the plating is looking good on your pieces. And if you see that you have some pieces that you need to take advantage of that replacement exchange, do that right away, because you want your samples looking good as you are selling those. All right, a couple other quick tips before we go into how you do that on your computer. You can use these little bubble mailers. Remember, you're going to be the one who serves your customer by mailing them back. You're going to go to the post office and saving them a trip. So you're going to get in touch with them. You're going to get the piece. You're going to get your watch, and you're going to maybe get your ring from another customer, and then you're going to take your forms, and you're going to want to just fold those in and put them into your envelope. You can have various different orders. You just need to make sure that you have the piece of jewelry, that the order goes in, and then you're just going to pop that into the mail for Premier. Another thing too, just because I love to save, is I save my envelopes that I get from Premier when I just get maybe a piece here or there, and I just slit them open so that I can restuff them. And then I just fold that down and I slap on my label to Premier. So that is another way. So begin to start saving these and use these as your replacement exchange, because it doesn't really matter if the packaging isn't as pretty when it goes back to Premier for those. So thank you for joining me again for this quick video, and then be sure to watch the second part where Nadia is going to walk us through exactly how to place those into your computer.
Good morning, ladies. It's Nadia, and I just wanted to show you how to go about doing a return and an exchange. So all you're going to have to do is go into your Premier page and go into ordering products, place order, and then down here at the bottom it says replace and exchange. Now you can always click here for the instructions. It tells you everything that you need to remember. Like down here it says for a different size use replace, and also down here it says if you are returning an item that is retired, for example, you can use the exchange item instead. Okay, and you can start the order here also. So if you need a refresher, you can go to that page and do it. Now I'm going to show you how to do an exchange first, and then I'm going to show you how to do a replacement. With the exchange, I'm going to pretend for training purposes that I have this chain that is let's say it's broken, and my item is older or is retired, is older than 60 days, or it's retired. So my item is going to be all that jazz necklace, and I'm going to say to exchange the item. Now you see that it's going to pop up over here and the list price is $49. Now I'm going to put in what my customer wants to replace it with, which is 20434, which is indulgence. And now you're going to see that there's a $10 difference here. So the price of your item that you are replacing it with is going to matter. So make sure that your customer is okay with either taking on that extra cost or paying the, finding an item that is more comparable. So I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going to put in another item that I think is probably a better replacement for this item without her having to incur an extra cost. And you'll see right there that we found one that is a better match with no balance left over. Now I'm going to show you how to do the return, the replacement for an item when you ordered the wrong size. So my customer ordered the wrong size for her ring, and this was just a few weeks ago at her party, and we're going to return this Silver Reflections ring. Now she ordered a size 7, but she really needed a size 9, so I'm going to change the size there and replace the item. And you see that both of my items are showing. Okay, and now I can continue with the order. Now I'm going to continue here, and you're going to put in who it's going to ship to, what your customer's information is here. Make sure that you type all of that in. I'm going to put this in as my information just so that I can continue to show you what the item is. Now you'll see that here it shows you a total of $5. That's for the item that was over 60 days. Okay, for the ring, is not charging us for that return. Now here it always does that to me. I hope that it does that to you too. Verify the zip code. So I'm going to continue here. And here it's going to ask you for your credit card information and all your particulars there. So go ahead and put that in. I've already done that, and I've already moved on to a different screen, and I'll show you how I did that. In here, I've already done that, and now I put in my comments. I always thank Premier for everything that they do, and I also put on there what it is that was the problem with the item. So for my replacement, I would say, whatever is wrong with that item that I'm replacing, and for the exchange, I would just tell them that my customer ordered the wrong size. And I'm going to move on, and here you'll see right here that I'm only returning the ring. The other item was for training purposes. And here I'm going to do print, and then I'm going to go outside of the screen, of course, and click print for my item. Okay, and once I print that out, don't forget to print it out. Once I print that out, then I can go ahead and submit it to Premier. Now I wanted to show you something else. You can always go to the Premier page, and this is something that I learned from Angela, to always return your items as soon as you place the order. It's always better to have the item on hand so that you can go ahead and return it. Here it'll show you what your items are that you are outstanding on. So you see that I have an item that was outstanding from middle of April. And what happened with this is I didn't have all the pieces to the item that I needed to return. So now I have all the pieces and I can go ahead and return them. But it is very important, because if you don't return it in the time frame, you know that you can get charged for the whole cost of the item. So make sure that you have the item in hand before you do the replacement, or work something out with your customer so that they know and they understand that that item you could get charged for. Okay? And that's it, ladies. That's it with replacement and exchanges. If you have any questions, you can always ask Angela, or you can ask me.